My name is Baron Wayne Camp, and I am 47 years old. I am 3 months and 2 days removed from having a lower lumbar bone fusion surgery. Uh, I want to take a few minutes to kind of tell you what I went through, and maybe it can help you out. Uh, just to give you a little bit of background of who I am, I have 17 years in the Navy, broken service. That means I did 8 years. I was out for 6, and I came back to active duty in 2000 and finished up in 2011. And 5 of those years I was out, I was a state trooper in Texas. Uh, I want to start off by telling you that I've seen a lot of videos that kind of helped me through my uh, operation and stuff, and it really helped me out a lot. Um, the first thing I'm gonna tell you is every situation is different. Okay, and why am I saying that? If I'm making a video, and everybody's situation is gonna be different. The part of the surgery I'm going to talk about is my faith. And my faith is in our Savior Jesus Christ. And I'm also going to talk about works. You know, the Bible talks about having faith and how much faith you need. The Bible talks about having just a half of a mustard size seed worth of faith. And if you have that, Jesus will see you through whatever you're going through. And the example they gave me in the Bible is that if you had a sycamore tree and you pull it out of the ground and you threw it into the ocean, that tree will produce because of your faith. And I thoroughly believe that. And we're going to talk about that today in my experience. Like I said, I'm three months and 2 days removed from having the surgery. Start with the first night. It was pretty horrible. It was probably the worst night I've had since this ordeal. One problem I didn't factor into going into the surgery is the problem I've already had with my back for years. And that is, I've never been able to lay down on my back no more than 10 minutes, or I would start having pain. And after the surgery, I had to spend a total of 18 hours on my back. I couldn't move. I wasn't able to sit up. All I had was the morphine pump, and I can't recall how many different drugs I was taking at the time. But the second day was the first time they actually stood me up, and the pain was very excruciating. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. It was pretty painful. My mindset had to change then. I did a lot of praying that night, and the Bible also talks about faith without works is dead. You can have all the faith you want, but if you're not putting in the work to see your outcome to come out better, that's just not how it works. Faith doesn't work like that. And so it was pretty bad standing up. I had 2 big guys on each arm, and I had a walker, and I got halfway up, and I couldn't do it. So I prayed about it, and I told myself I'm going to do everything I can possible to get better every single day. So that whole night I did a lot of praying, and it came time to try this evolution again. And I figured I needed to get a good jump as far as, pushing off as much as I could, and I did, and I made it all the way up. And it wasn't so bad. The thing is, I just wasn't accounting for all that pain, all that time I spent on my back laying on it from the get-go. And I didn't factor that in. So it kind of took me by surprise. So we got up, and a physical therapy guy asked me, you want to take a couple steps? So I did. So I walked over to the window in my room. Then he asked me if I wanted to keep going. Excuse me. So I did. So we walked out of the door and about 70 feet down and 70 feet back. And I was impressed with myself. And I was thanking Jesus that it's not as bad as this. As bad as I thought it was going to be. The thing I try to do is I spent a total of 8 days in the hospital. I did 3 days in the hospital and 5 days in rehab. And I was lucky enough that the rehab center was in the same building. So basically, they just wheeled me over to the other part of the hospital, and we did rehab. And the biggest reason I wanted to go ahead and do rehab first instead of going home, my wife is 5'6". She like to say she's 5'6", and I'm 6'6", and I got about a whole lot of weight. And that's a bit much to have on somebody that's never been through anything like being there for somebody that's had a bone fusion surgery. So I want to get as much time in as I can and work in as I can to help me out for when I got home. And it was a tremendous help. We have 2 sets of flights of steps in my house. And before I went to the surgery, I had already factored in that it's going to be at least a year before I get up to my man cave, which is on the 3rd floor. And that wasn't the case. When I was in rehab, they helped me a lot with different stretching exercises. I got used to walking around. I even had to climb a flight of steps before they actually let me leave the hospital. So, leave the rehab facility. So, that went well. That went well. Right now, I am walking 1.3 miles per day. The last 3 weeks I have been doing it once a day. And it's come out to a little bit over 6 miles per week. I'm getting ready up to ante. I'm getting ready to start walking twice a day. Start having flashbacks of being in school, high school, and having football practice early in the morning, and then coming back in the afternoon and doing it again before the day is over with. I'm really, really trying to get off these meds I'm on. I was taking several meds when I first started. I'm down to just one. I'm down to Percocet, the minimum dosage as needed. And I really would like to be off of it as soon as possible. And so I'm up in the ante a little bit. I think I've been on it long enough, and I think by doing this is going to only help in my situation. Now, as I said before, I'm an old salty dog in the Navy. I joined the Navy back in 1987. And I remember when I was in boot camp, me being from a small city in Texas, Bay City, Texas, I haven't seen a lot yet. But I did see how these guys was marching together, and you had one leader singing and calling cadence. And I tried that the last time out, and it got me through my workout. Some of my neighbors might think I was a little crazy because they might have been able to hear me call cadence, but it helped me out. So what I want to do is do a sample of a cadence. So maybe if you are doing your therapy walk and you need something to keep your feet moving, It definitely helps with your breathing intake. You know, when you're calling cadence and you're walking and moving at the same time, that means you're doing a couple things at the same time. You know, all throughout my Navy career, anytime, you know, our petty officer or chief asks who's going to lead the cadence, I always jump to it because I feel like when you do that, it gives me energy to hear other people calling cadence with me. And two, if you're singing and calling cadence and exercising too, you're getting that much more. You're getting that much more into your body as far as oxygen and stuff you need to make it. All right. So here we go. When you call cadence, it's almost like marching. You always want to start on your left foot. So whether you're walking or fast walking, that's the pace you want to call your cadence. Now, when I'm singing this cadence for you guys, keep in mind that your speed is adjusted to how slow or how fast you're calling your cadence. And if you hear me repeating it, that means the guy that's calling is saying the first time, and everybody else that is following you is repeating it. So it's kind of like an echo or repeat thing. Okay, here we go. Up in the morning with the rising sun. Up in the morning with the rising sun. I'm gonna run all day until the run is done. Live right, left. Jody right, left. Left, right, left. You left to right, left. Mama, mama, can't you see what this fusion done to me? Mama, mama, can't you see what this fusion done to me? They cut my hair, shave my beard. Now I'm feeling mighty weird. They cut my hair, shave my beard. Now I'm feeling mighty weird. I used to drive a Chevrolet. Now I'm walking every day. I used to drive a Chevrolet. Now I'm marching every day. Whoa, oh, 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 here we go again. Same old song again. Walking down the avenue. 8 more weeks, we are through. Your left, your left. Your left, right, left. Your rehab working left. Your left, your right, don't get out of step. Your left, your right, your left. Delayed cadence, delayed cadence, delayed cadence, count. 1, can't hear you. 2, getting stronger. 3, getting better. 4, even louder. 1, louder. 2, louder. 3, louder. 4, louder. I'm gonna make it home today. Your left, your left, your left, right, left. Your 1 and your 2, your 3, your 4, your 1, your 1. Your 1, 2, 3, 4, your 1 and your 2, your 3 and your 4, your 1, your 1, your 1, 2, 3, 4, your 1 and your 2, your 3 and your 4, your 1, your 1, your 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's the end of that. One other thing I didn't explain about calling cadence. All different branches have different styles of calling cadence. That particular style, your one is always going to fall on your left foot. Like your one and your two, your three, your four, your one, your one, your 1, 2, 3, 4. So keep that in mind. Like I said, I'm old salty dog in the Navy. Matter of fact, I have my very first submarine t-shirt on. The USS Tall Talk. SSN 639. So, like I said, them some old cadence, from back in '87. And hopefully something I said might help you. If you have any questions about anything I've been through, let me know. And again, like I said, everybody's situation is different. But if you have faith and you put the work, that's the part that everybody is the same. Everybody's situation is the same when they have faith and they put their work in. All right. Have a nice day.